candy. And a lot of times what you're gonna have is, you're also gonna have maybe the father of the bride is gonna come in to see the bride for the first time in her dress and things like that. If I know that's gonna happen, I will have them hold the dad long enough for me to just switch lenses to the 24 to 70, and then I'm ready for the shot. And I want the dad to actually walk into the bride zone. I do not want the bride to walk to dad, because if she walks from this bright light into the room to go see dad, she's gonna walk into an underexposed part of the room, which I do not want. So remember, let everything come in to your bride zone, and you're always gonna have amazing looking light. So now we're gonna get Katie into her dress, but I just have some instructions for Katie. So Katie, you can stand up. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this chair out of the way. Now, I want you to get dressed. I want you to come out when you're decent, okay? I don't want you to finish up.
Okay.
Just whenever you're decent, I want you to come back out, and I want you to stand in the same position, okay? So can you do that for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. She knows exactly where to stand because I gave her the reference, right? I did it myself, so she knows. I want you to stand right here, and she stood right there. And now I have the same beautiful light hitting Katie, and I'm ready for her to get into her dress. So go back, get changed, and come out when you're ready.
All right, I'll see you soon.
All right. So the bride's gonna come back in her dress. Katie, you're gonna come in to frame and just stand right where I told you. A little bit closer to the window. Closer, closer, closer. Okay, cool. And give me side profile. That's great. And step forward. Okay, you see that spot right there?
Yeah.
I want you to walk into frame
Okay.
and just give me that. So I'm doing a little silhouette shot here. I'm gonna see how it comes out. And right there's fine. And now you can walk into frame. Kind of just spin into position there. I want to see your hair just kind of be beautiful. Awesome. That looks great. And play with your hair a little bit more. That looks great. This is all great stuff. Okay, so I'm going to come in. I'm going to talk to Katie. Katie, I just need you to back up into that position that I told you.
The first one.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to check the lighting. Katie's looking good. She's not completely dressed because I want that content, okay? So I'm gonna have the makeup artist come in, and before you zip that up, I wanna check my exposure. This is all about the bride right now. This is your candy. This looks amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and hit record. You're nice and happy. Okay, so one thing I wanna tell you. Sometimes when you're filming, you're gonna have a bride and she has a lot on her mind, and her facial reaction might look a little bit serious, right? So I'll talk to the bride as I'm filming, and I'll just say things like, nice and happy, just like this. And now I have a shot of a happy bride. Now you notice I didn't tell her, okay, smile, show me your teeth, or something that was unnatural. I just simply told her, be happy. Whatever she does by that trigger word, be happy, that's gonna be a natural reaction. That's what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for natural stuff. I'm not looking for unnatural stuff, because maybe when she smiles, she's not used to showing teeth, or maybe when she smiles, she's used to showing teeth. I don't really care about that stuff. I just want it to be 100% her, 100% natural. So I'm in here. I said, okay, this looks great. Nice and happy. And that's one of my favorite phrases, it's just nice and happy, nice and happy. If I'm filming and I'm getting everything I need, I don't say anything. I just let her be her. But if I'm seeing her with a little bit of a serious look, or I'm seeing the groom with a little bit of a serious look, I just tell him, I said, just be happy. And everything changes. Now it's 100% natural. Now she's thinking about her groom, and I've got an amazing shot going on. Now, one problem that I'm seeing here is that she's in a white dress and my background is white. And I don't really want that, but there's not really anything dark in the room. But there is this lamp. So I'm gonna get Anthony. Anthony, can you come in the frame? And just grab that lamp and plug it in there and position it in my background. Now, a lamp back there is gonna give me some really cool interest, and it's not gonna affect my shot, because that light from that lamp will not cast any colors onto the bride. So I'm not really worried about a mixed light situation. I just want to see how this looks if we kind of add that lamp into the background, okay? It gave me a little something. And now the makeup artist is going to come in and she's just going to help her finish getting ready. I love this. And this is all natural stuff, guys. You just want to make sure that Katie's nice and happy and she's always looking towards the window light. Towards the window. There you go. That looks great. You want Katie looking towards the window because as soon as she looks into the room, she's going to be underexposed. So I don't want that shot. So Katie, always looking here. And you can kind of interact and things like that, but just don't stay there too long. I always want light hitting your face. Okay. And now I'm going to get this shot of you zipping up the dress. And now we're ready for the zip. And that's awesome. I can also see what this side looks like here. I want as many different shots as I can get. This is all about content. That looks amazing. Awesome. All right, so now I'm gonna talk to Katie because she's gonna put on some jewelry, right? Can you put on your earrings by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, I wanna get those shots, but the whole time that you're putting on your earrings, try to look this way, okay? Chin towards the light.
Sure.
All right, awesome. So we're gonna hand her the earrings there. Now when she gets these earrings, maybe I want to get a tight shot here, just to kind of create a little mini sequence like what we talked about. So I've actually got her being handed the earrings. This is cool. And now before you put that in, I'm gonna get you getting them ready in your hand. 3 to 5 seconds. And now I have all this additional content for this little mini sequence that I'm creating. Okay, when I tell you, I want you to put that earring in, okay?
Sure.
Okay, so now I'm controlling this. I'm controlling the speed, but you don't want to be too slow.
Okay.
You don't want Katie to get out of this mood. Okay? And go ahead and put those on. That looks really good. Okay, awesome. So she's got one earring in. I've got a really cool shot from that angle. Can you kind of just adjust it there? And now watch this. I can come in here 3 to 5 seconds and just get a different shot. And now I can actually do a little push in. If you want a shot, just let the bride know. Just be quick. If you need something, just ask. And now I'm gonna tuck down low and go ahead, Katie. That looks great. 3 to 5 seconds, and then we're ready to move. Okay, stay there. Stay there, looking out the window. Stay there. And of course you're nice and happy. Okay. I'll stay solid 3 to 5 seconds and then hold that, Katie. Nice and happy. And then I'll do a nice little push in, looking out the window. Awesome. So she, keep that actually. Okay, so she's taking a little bit with this earring. I love this because this gives me additional time to get another shot, nice and tight. I'm loving what I have here. Katie, what else do you have?
We have the veil and we have the tiara.
You have the tiara. Okay, so I'm gonna have the makeup artist come in. Okay. And here we go. Now I wanna be ready for this here. And go ahead. That looks amazing. And remember guys, once you have 3 to 5 seconds, just look at these emotions. This is crazy. Okay, awesome. And then I can also do a wide shot. Can you stay there just adjusting? That looks great. Try not to block the light. And that's awesome. And you can put your hands out. This looks great. And you don't always have to film the face so much. You don't have to be like face, face, face. I can come in here and she's actually got some stuff going on with her hands. She's clasping her hands. She's nice and happy. And then put your hands down to your side. That looks awesome. And then I can even come in here for a few seconds and just kind of tilt down on her dress. And that's going to give me some of this detail in her dress. Can you go ahead and adjust your midsection? That's awesome. Just make sure everything feels right. I love that. Now, what I just did was I gave her some direction to get some natural movement going. So I said, just adjust your midsection, make sure the dress is perfect. So what naturally happened? She brought her hands up and she started kind of just pressing her dress around. Now, since you're not going to hear my voice in the film, you're actually going to think this happened naturally. Now we're going to try this again, and I'm going to be focused in on her midsection. And go ahead and just work out some of those wrinkles on your midsection area. Make sure your dress is nice and perfect. I'm loving this. Right to your midsection. Just kind of, yep. Now we're going to move into the veil. So for this shot, I'm actually going to bring in, so it's not difficult for the makeup artist, I'm going to bring in a lovely chair. I'll help you with this. And Katie, just back up a second. And now I'm going to have Katie sit down. And we're ready to roll on this. Now before you put that on, give me 1 second. Just want to frame this up. Katie's looking really happy. I'm loving these shots. And chin down a little bit, right there. Okay, and now come in with a veil. That looks great. Okay, 3 to 5 seconds. I can move around here, grab some different shots. Hold on, before you lift that, I want you to do that lift again. Okay, so I'm seeing some stuff here that looks really nice. Right, go ahead and lift that, nice and slow. One more time. Everything's already done. This is all about the bride and getting some major eye candy for the film. So now it's time just to be creative. This looks amazing. And pull the veil forward. Oh, I love that. Okay, perfect. And now I can even do a little push in here through the veil to the bride's face. And now just bring your hand right about there. That's perfect. And I'm really loving these shots here. I'm using the veil. And I can do a reveal on the bride. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to come around this side, see if I can get any additional content. Maybe I just get a couple more shots. That looks great. I'll get one more, kind of just making good use of this mirror. And can you kind of wrap the veil around her a little bit more? Whatever you need, just kind of ask for it. This is only a couple of minutes. That looks great. Okay, so Katie, I'm going to get you to stand up. And then I'm going to move this chair out of the way. And just stand there where I had you before, just looking out the window. And now maybe I'll just get a couple portrait shots. And I'm going to actually have you stand a little bit further that way. Right about there. That looks great. Okay. It's a little bit crunched in right here, but we'll make it work. Okay. Now these are the final shots that I want to get. Nice and happy. I love that. Awesome. Now what I want you to do is I want you to kind of look down a little bit. And when I tell you, I want you to look up and out the window. And up and out the window. That looks amazing. Okay, so we're in groom preps. This is gonna be fantastic. I found this room. It's got wonderful natural light coming in. The only problem is I have this interior light that's tungsten, and I don't want a mixed light situation. So I'm gonna have Anthony turn off the light. And now I'm just dealing with the natural light. I've got the groom here. I've got the best man. This is only gonna take like 5 or 10 minutes. I don't need to be with the groom for 90 minutes, and they probably don't want me in here for like 90 minutes because they kind of just want to chill out, they want to drink, they want to do their thing. So I'm going to have the groom stand up, and I'm going to move this chair out of the way. I don't want any obstacles here. So a lot of times I'm coming in these rooms and I'm playing cleanup. So I'll move that out of the way, and I'm just going to check out the lighting here. And sometimes if the groom's not here right away, I'll use Anthony as a stand-in, and I'll just have Anthony positioned there. But in this case, I actually have the groom. This is great. So just stand right there, look towards the window. That looks amazing. And I'm going to check out and see how this looks in my camera. Right now I'm shooting with a 35. I really love the 35 lens for preps, both groom preps and bride preps. Really important here is going to be exposure. This light is going to be pretty harsh, so you want to make sure you're exposing correctly. You do not want to overexpose with his DSLR cameras. So I'm going to talk to the groom. First thing he's going to do is he's going to be putting on his shirt. So I'm going to have the best man stand up. And if you could just kind of help him get going here. Right here's his shirt. And here you're just going to kind of bounce around. Hold on, don't put it on just yet. Here you can bounce around and just get a few shots of this little sequence here. And whenever you guys are ready. This looks great. I got nice tight focus. Okay, so I have about 7 seconds of that. What you want to do now is you want to kind of move in. I've got the wide shot. Now I want the medium and tight shots. Right now he's putting in some cufflinks. And you want to be quick here. This is all real time. All real time stuff. Now he's messing with his collars. Now I want you to turn towards the light a little bit. Just like that. And just keep working. Keep working. Check your exposure. If you're fast, you don't have to keep asking him to redo this stuff. You can just shoot it live. You just have to be pretty quick. If you have to tuck those in, yep, this all looks great. Don't have him do the jacket just yet. I'm going to kind of reposition here. And they got a mirror in here, so I don't want boring looking shots. Whenever I can get a really cool looking shot, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to try to look for something cool. Can you kind of back up into the room a little bit or move towards the table? Yeah, just come this way. Right about there. Yep. Now he's going to put on this jacket. I want a nice cool shot. And now I've got a cool jacket shot. And I got the jacket coming on, and now I can come in here again, and I'm going to keep going. Just 3 to 5 seconds. And you can kind of coach him here. Adjust your collar. You're not going to hear my voice in the final film, so if you need something, just kind of tell him. And now I want you to look down at your jacket, make the adjustments, and then look back out the window. And hold that. Now, maybe for the bow tie, how do you normally put this on?
Jacket off.
Jacket off. So, okay, you can take the jacket off again. All right, so maybe we'll switch things up, and I'll put on a wider lens for this. Because maybe I can get a little bit of a silhouette shot when he's putting on the bow tie. So I'm actually going to grab an 11 to 24 lens, and I'm going to shoot from down low. I'm going to see how that looks. Okay, so you know what I want you to do? I want you to step closer to the glass, right there, and turn to your left. Just give me your side profile, all the way. Yeah, and a little bit closer to the window. Yep, just like this. Let me see how this looks. I'll try for a little silhouette shot. And for the silhouette, you really got to make sure you're exposing for the brightest parts of the frame, which is going to be outside. So I'll probably just expose for the sky. That looks great. And then he can kind of just wait until I give him the command to put that bow tie on. And step forward a little bit. And go ahead and put that on. Okay, so I have the shot. And then just work that bow tie a little bit. And they generally take a little bit of time with the bow tie and the ties. So I have a little time here. If I need anything, I just have them repeat it. But you want to be pretty quick. So I've already changed lenses. I'm going to change my exposure because I want to come in here and just wrap up this bow tie shot. Actually, can you put that bow tie on one more time? And angle towards the window now. And I want you to back up this way. A little bit more. Keep going. Here, remember, you've got full control. The groom is here right now for you. One more time, one more time. There you go. Just make sure you have the shot. It's framed up, exposed right, and go ahead. That's a nice shot. 3 to 5 seconds, and now I can come in tight, and I can finish the sequence. That looks awesome. I can even jump back here while he's still working, and I can get a wider shot. And that looks great. 3 to 5 seconds, and just keep moving. Now he's buttoning. And you're probably not going to use all these shots in post, but you want to get as much content as possible, so you're able to use the best shots in post. That looks nice. Look down one more time. And now look out the window. That looks amazing. Okay, and now he's going to put on the jacket. And hold on before you put that on. And go ahead. So I got a really nice shot. Jacket's coming on. 3 to 5 seconds. Don't get stuck there and miss all these other shots, because as you can see right here, he's still doing adjustments. Keep going, and now looking out the window. That's a great shot. Now, I'm pretty much done with groom preps. If you have time, maybe I can get a couple portrait shots of the groom just for the camera. Are you giving a gift to the bride today?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Are you doing personal vows?
Yes.
Have you written the vows?
No.
Okay, is it okay if I film you writing the vows?
Sure.
Okay, so we've got some great shots of the groom preps. We've moved quick, we've gotten all our shots together, and now we're gonna move on to the first look.